Okay, everybody, am I on now? Can somebody tell me if I'm on now? It says I'm on live, so I don't know what else to do. I wanted to give over so much. I'm so sorry if it's not working. Can you tell me, can somebody tell me that I'm on or not? Yes, am I on? Anybody? Can you tell me that I'm on, possibly? Yes? I don't know. I don't know how to work this, but I'll keep talking. And if I'm on, I'm on, and if I'm not, I can't do more. I just wanted to tell you stories about Shlomo. Okay. So let's say I'm on, okay? Thank you. I'm reaching beyond my limit. Shlomo taught me and taught all of us that we should be without, mamish, going without limit, okay? So I just want to tell you a story how Shlomo taught us. When I met him, we lived in New York, and of course I wasn't Shomer Shabbos. And I drove into New To and trying to park near the shul. I mamish wanted to be close to the shul, and I saw Shlomo coming with his whole entourage, and Shlomo saw me trying to park, and he had this beautiful big smile on his face, and what can I tell you? He started waving and saying, "Good Shabbos, good Shabbos, good Shabbos." I parked, but I believe that was the last time that I mamish drove to New York, and or drove on Shabbos. And these are the kinds of experiences that I remember personally. Shlomo teaching me halacha by showing me when he was in Montreal for Shabbos, something spilled on the table, and my first reaction was, I have to wipe it, but he just put a napkin on the spill, and he taught me what that halacha is. And mamish, everything that he did, whether it was something personal for me or I saw him doing something. For example, once when we were in Tel Aviv, Shlomo was giving a concert during the 9 days. So, of course, we know that especially during the 9 days, we don't listen to live music, not even during the 3 weeks, and but Shlomo was giving a concert, and that concert, mamish, was the most beautiful tefillah that I ever had experienced with Shlomo, and I had mamash. I can't tell you how many times the course of davening with him. And during intermission, this sweet old man came up to him and said, "Shlomo, I'm surprised at you, that you're giving a concert during the 9 days." So Shlomo told this man, I'm allowed to give concerts because it's my parnassah, but why are you here? So they hugged each other. Mamish, what can I tell you? a story, a really sad story that he told us once that happened when a young woman called him and told him that she just came back from a doctor, and that the doctor didn't have a very good prognosis for her, and that he thinks that she's going to be leaving the world very soon, and she wants to meet Shlomo. So she was in Boston, and of course Shlomo was in New York. So they made up that they were going to meet at, I don't know, in some train station. Anyway, so they met, and I think they must have decided New York, because they sat in the huge waiting room, and were talking, and Shlomo was holding her hand, and they were talking and crying together and singing together, and pitom, what can I tell you? Hashem has everything orchestrated. So the rabbi where Shlomo was supposed to go to his shul the following Shabbos just happened to come by and saw Shlomo hugging this girl, holding her hand, having a conversation with her, and he waited by the side. I don't know if Shlomo noticed him, but he waited until Shlomo and this girl parted, and he came up to Shlomo and he said, you know, Shlomo, you're not coming to my shul. When you are doing this kind of publicity for our shul, you're not coming. Shlomo said, you have no idea what has to be done, but if that's what you decide, that's fine. And so Shlomo didn't go. And we know for many stories that Shlomo really didn't care. It's not that he didn't care about people. He more than enough cared about everyone. In fact, he used to just give out all the money that he had. He never even counted it. And he would just give it to people. You know, another story comes to my mind. It's another personal story that happened with my sister, who was not well. And one day she called me and she said, you know, please find out when Shlomo is going to be able to come, or actually when I'm going to be able to go and see Shlomo. Tell him that I really would like to learn with him. So I called up Shlomo, and he asked, where does your sister live? So I told him that she lives in Cleveland. He says, Gavalt, I hadn't been in Ohio for years, and I happened to need to go to Akron, Ohio on a Monday, and I'd be more than have the biggest honor to go to your sister on Tuesday. So I called up my sister, Alpha Shalom, and told her what Shlomo said. So the weeks went by, and she was just dreaming of having so many people at her house with Shlomo, and her dear husband noticed that she wasn't really getting well, and thought that Mama should not have such a thing at their house. So I told Shlomo. He said, you know, just tell your sister that I'm not going for someone else. I'm going only to be with her. And if somebody else wants to be there, it's up to them, mamash. So he was scheduled to go to my sister's house on a Tuesday night. And Hashem has his ways. She was Niftara on a Motzei Shabbos. So the Shabbos, Motzei Shabbos before Shlomo was going to come. And what can I tell you? He said, I'm coming. And he came to the Shiva. And he was the whole night giving chizuk to all the children. And this is what they learned. They learned how to be going beyond themselves when it comes to another person. I have to tell you that these are the kinds of things that hopefully we're giving over to everyone around us, and this is the kind of life that we want to have, to be connected with Hashem the whole time. And I hope that my children, my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren, and all our friends and students, Bezrat Hashem, are going to be leading this kind of life. Mamish, thank you for being here. I don't know how much more time I have, but maybe I have another story possibly. And actually, this is a Purim story. The Kushnitzer Maggid, I believe, had a chassid whose name was Pinchasol, and the Kushnitzer Maggid wanted everyone to come, all his chassidim, to give him shalachmanis. So Pinchasol comes in the line and starts crying to the Rebbe, I'm so sorry, I don't have any shalachmanis for you. I have 8 children, and they don't even have anything to eat. So the Rebbe tells him, but Pinchasol, you got it all wrong. This is Purim. God give us the ability to mamish be Purim. So be in Purim. Go and bring me shalachmanis. So Pinchasol goes schlepping away, and mamish, he is unbelievably happy, and goes into the bakery and starts yelling, Good Purim, Good Purim. And the baker thinks that, wow, Pinchasol, you owe me so much money, but how can you not take everything that you need for everyone for Purim? So he says, take as much as you want, whatever you want, and have a wonderful time. So Pinchasol fills up his basket, and he remembers that his beautiful wife and his beautiful children don't have any clothes. So he goes to the clothing store and starts yelling, Good Purim, Good Purim, and the owner of the store thinks, Pinchasol, Mamish, how can you be so happy? You owe me so much money, but I tell you what, it's Purim today, so take whatever clothes you want for your beautiful wife and for your children, and go home and have the best Purim ever, ever, ever. So Pinchasol is mamish loaded up with all this beautiful merchandise, and he goes back to the Rebbe, and with dances, he just dancing to the Rebbe, and gives the Rebbe a beautiful shalachmanis, and then he goes home and he gives his children and his wife shalachmanis and beautiful clothes. This is what Purim is. Purim is when we accept with besimcha that we are Yidden and we are Hashem's children, and we have to bring it all down. So I love all of you. And I think that maybe I reached the 30-minute limit, and I hope that we could be here in Purim, during Purim. Come everybody to our house. We're going to be reading Megillah, and let's celebrate Mamash together. I love you all, and send you hugs and kisses and everything the best from Yerushalayim, Ir HaKodesh. Lots of love. Sei gebenched. I hope that I did something. Whatever. It should be good. Love you. Chodesh Tov. Chodesh Tov. Kol Tov. Love you.